Welcome, everyone. My name is Ashley Harvey, and today I'm going to show you how to learn AI without being an engineer. No computer science degree or technical background needed. When I started learning I was a recruiter, not an engineer. If you're curious about AI but aren't sure where to start, you're exactly who this presentation is for. My goals is to help real humans learn skills. I am never going to say that AI should replace people or jobs, but rather help give you the skills you need to succeed. I am all about keeping humans at the focus on AI. If you have any questions or would like a free consultation, please reach out to me at www.rockyphoenixai.com. A quick introduction. I've spent over 12 years recruiting at companies like Google, Amazon, Twitter, and Salesforce. Over the last few years, I became obsessed with learning AI and figuring out how non-technical professionals could use it in their everyday work. Everything I'm sharing today comes from hands-on learning, testing, and teaching others how to work smarter with AI. This is a beginner course, but I do offer more in-depth and advanced training, as well as AI strategy and enablement for teams. Book your free consultation at www.rockyphoenixai.com. One thing I want everyone to know is that you do not need to pay for AI to get started. Today, we're using free versions of these tools. Think of each tool like a member of your team. Some are better researchers, some are better writers, and some are better at creating presentations. The key isn't finding the perfect AI tool. It's knowing when to use each one. Before we start using these tools, let's talk about prompting. Prompting is simply the way we communicate with AI. Think of it like giving instructions to a new employee. The more context, guidance, and examples you provide, the better the result will be. One of my favorite prompting techniques is using personas. Instead of asking AI a generic question, tell it who you want it to be. For example, you might say, act as an experienced marketing director, act as a recruiter with 12 years of experience, or act as a small business consultant. This helps the AI understand the perspective and expertise you want it to bring to the conversation. You can also improve results by providing clear goals, constraints, and formatting instructions. The more specific you are, the more useful the output tends to be. Now, let's talk about something important. AI isn't perfect. AI generates responses based on patterns and probabilities, not actual understanding. Sometimes it will confidently provide information that sounds correct, but is completely wrong. This is called a hallucination. That's why I always tell people to think of AI like a smart intern. It can save you time, generate ideas, and help you work faster, but you are still responsible for reviewing the final output. Use AI to assist your work, not replace your judgment. To make this practical, we're going to pretend we're launching a brand new business. Every business owner has to come up with a name, create a logo, do research, market the business, and pitch their ideas. I'm going to show you how different AI tools can help with each step. Now, each of these steps can be done in every AI system you are using. You can test them out and find out what works best for you. Let's start with Microsoft Copilot. Think of Copilot as your planning partner. If you already use Microsoft products, you may already have access to it. We'll use it to brainstorm business ideas, generate names, and create a simple launch plan. For Copilot, I am going to ask it to give me ideas for a business as well as a business plan. I am going to tell it what I am looking to build, a business helping people grow their skills. I will let it know I need a name. I have an idea of the theming, like bright blue and green colors, and 2 happy androids. I want it to launch within a month. I am going to ask what are 3 steps I should focus on first. Hit enter, and look what it comes up with. A few cool names and ways I can start my business. There's no perfect AI tool. Every platform has strengths and weaknesses. Copilot is fantastic if you're already working in Microsoft Office. The downside is that sometimes it feels a little slower and less creative than other tools. That's okay. We'll use the right tool for the right job. Now comes the fun part. We have our business idea, but we need a brand. ChatGPT is one of my favorite tools for creativity. It can help create logos, brainstorm taglines, and even define the personality of your brand. This is where we start turning ideas into something people can actually recognize. You can see my logo and color scheme on each slide. This was made with ChatGPT. I told it what colors I wanted and that I wanted a futuristic computer-related phoenix. For this task, we are going to ask Chat to make a logo. I want it to be bright blue and green with two happy Android bots. I gave it a prompt of what I wanted and made sure to select Create an Image. You can see my prompt in Chat working. I cut it short, but it took about a minute and a half to render a couple of ideas. Once it is done making the images, I can select which ones I like best and use it to create the rest of my theming. ChatGPT is usually where most people start their AI journey, and for good reason. It's fast, easy to use, and incredibly creative. Just remember that creativity and accuracy are two different things. Use it for brainstorming, but always verify facts. Remember, all AI systems can and will hallucinate. Now let's switch gears and do some research. If ChatGPT is your creative partner, Perplexity is your research assistant. Instead of guessing, it actually shows you where information comes from. This is a great tool when you're learning about something new or validating information. Here, we are going to ask Perplexity for information about SEO. It will give us a rundown and suggestions on how we can best optimize SEO. It pulls from information on the internet and gives you sources you can click on to review for yourself. If you do not know of what search engine optimization is, Perplexity will give you the history and some tips on how to get more users to your site. I like to tell people that Perplexity can save you from opening 20 browser tabs. It summarizes information and gives you sources so you can dig deeper if needed. It's become one of my favorite tools for research. One trick that I like to use with Perplexity is have it fact-check other AI systems' outputs. I will ask, can you verify this, and provide sources. At this point, we have a business idea, a logo, and research. Now we need customers. We are going to turn to Google's AI, Gemini. Gemini works especially well with Google products, making it a great choice for planning content, organizing ideas, and building marketing campaigns. In later courses, I will show you how to actually generate a lead list from different AI systems. Our prompt for this is I want to work on a social media plan within 2 weeks. What should my strategy be? You will see it give me an idea of what to do. It even gives me a warning that 2 weeks is going to be tight, but doable. Every day, there is a different task. You can even use this as a checklist. There are some great pros and cons with Gemini. For one, it is already loaded in Google, so it's easy to access. But one thing I personally don't like is that it can start looping, get confused, or even stop working properly. If I had to pick one AI tool for writing and presentations, it would probably be Claude. Claude is excellent at organizing information and creating structured content. If you've ever stared at a blank slide deck wondering where to start, Claude can help. Now we have a name, business idea, logo, and colors. We can add all of that into Claude, and Claude will make us a template. In more advanced courses, we will talk about having Claude make the whole presentation for us. So again, here is the prompt that I added with my theme and colors, plus what types of slides I wanted to make: title, content, transition, and end. It's the right colors with my happy, helpful androids. You are able to make changes to the template if you do not like it. I ask it to make my decks in Google Slides, but it can also work for PowerPoint too. This is just one of the cool building tools I use for business. In later courses, I can show you how Claude can make full presentations after you have a template. You can even make full presentations without a template, but a template helps your brand stay consistent. I am sure you are seeing a lot more people turning to Claude. I use it quite often too. It is easy to use and can make a ton of great documents and analysis. What stops me from using it more often is the usage limits. You will be on a roll, and then boom, you have to stop working with it for a couple of hours. So let's recap what we have learned today. First, there are multiple AI systems that you can use. Learning prompting as a skill is going to be your first step. Second step is understanding when it decides to hallucinate. Also, double check and verify. Any of these tools can work well for you, and each has its strengths and weaknesses. Over the next couple of weeks, I want you to try to play with each. Get an understanding of what you prefer. In later courses, we will deep dive into more advanced topics like problem framing, tool stacking, and my personal favorites, responsible AI and AI ethics. My hope is that you leave today realizing AI isn't just for engineers. It's for recruiters, marketers, project managers, HR professionals, business owners, and anyone willing to learn. Start small, pick one tool, solve one problem, and build from there. AI fluency is a skill, and every expert started as a beginner. Again, my name is Ashley from Rocky Phoenix AI. If you are looking for a personalized, hands-on free consultation on how you can grow your team's AI skills, feel free to book a consultation on my site at www.rockyphoenixai.com. Thank you, and I look forward to helping you learn AI without being an engineer. Please drop a comment below if this helped you learn.